Pick a card. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? Take a look at your options. I'll see you at your reading. Hi friends, my name is Crystal with Psychicmd and I'm here to do your reading. Today we're going to be looking at destiny swapping. And basically this is talking about, I know it's controversial, of course, but it is something that a lot of people are not talking about, even metaphysical people. So this is regarding other people that really want to steal your future, your destiny. They want to become you, that kind of a thing. And we're going to be looking at who these people are, why they want to swap destinies with you, and potentially how they're doing it. Pile number 1, dream. Build castles in the sky. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? And you are safe, by the way. That's really cool. I didn't look at these cards prior to pulling them. I just wanted a real, authentic kind of a reading right here. I'm going to say that this person has been trying to build castles in the sky, first of all. I feel like they haven't really pursued their dreams, their own destiny, which is why they're really riveted on you and focused on you. Unfortunately, it's, you know, people get focused on the houses that you build, whether it's physical and metaphorical. It doesn't really make a difference. And pile number 1, I'm going to say, first of all, that Spirit wants to reassure you that you're divinely protected. That is what is meant for you. Will always be there for you. It will not pass you up. It won't miss you. And it cannot be taken by anyone else. But I'm going to say even, you know, this can look like people wanting to have your job. They want to have your position. They want to have your authority. They want to look like you. They want to drive the car that you do. They want to have your boyfriend, your husband, the type of kid that you have, you know. Basically, it's somebody who is obsessed with your blessings, that kind of a thing. And some people can go to real extremes in order to really interfere and destiny swap with you. Other people, I feel like, they don't really know necessarily how to do it, but you'll find them like imitating you on all sorts of platforms and things like that. So pile number 1, who is trying to destiny swap with you and why? We have breathe. Okay. She's got YouTube approved clothing. I feel like this is an energetic vampire. And the reason why they want to destiny swap with you is because you emit an incredible amount of frequency. Like your frequency is felt not only through like miles, but I feel like there's no limit on how your energy is felt. And the way that you can confirm this, hi squirrel, the way you can confirm this to yourself is that if you ask any of your friends, or if somebody asks your friends about you, or people that love you and support you, they're going to really have a lot of positive things to say, but also I feel like they're going to come short as far as words go. They're going to say pile number 1 is a total vibe. They are self-empowered. They go within. They are divinely protected. They do have incredible dreams, but those dreams seem to manifest out of nowhere. Just the same way that this castle is coming through the clouds. So I feel like they would be hard-pressed to really describe your essence is what I'm feeling. And pile number 1, I feel like that's what is trying to be destiny swapped right now. If you're led to this reading, also take what resonates and leave the rest. This reading is not for everybody, and I totally understand that. Take a moment just to let you know. Thank you so much for your new subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking by me, my true and tried. You guys, this is my first channel, of course. I do have a second channel called Toughdolltarot, and I will link that in the description box below, where you can enjoy maybe 19 or 20 other videos similar in nature. There's definitely a different vibe, but let me know what you guys think. Also, I do have August 2024 drawings. It's a giveaway on both channels. Find that in the community tab if you're interested on each channel. Moving on. Pile number 1. What? This person, okay. I feel like you could be single or really self-contained. You could meditate, you could do yoga, things like that. But I feel like you spend a lot of alone time and you really enjoy yourself. You're about enjoying your life. I feel like this lady is in her home. She's looking dressed like Mighty Fly. Very cute. She's really nourishing her body and things like that. Drinking her cuppa, right? Nourishing her mind as well. And then you have these birds right here, and I think these are called sprites, but I'm not really sure. But I feel like you could commune with nature. You could be somebody who is really in touch with the other world as well. I feel like also you could, heavy Queen of Pentacles is what I'm feeling. But you're somebody who's not really disturbed by outside energy. You are self-contained. I feel like you are nourished mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and you are protected by spirit, by God, by the Most High. Whatever it is that you believe in, your higher self. I don't know what it is that you believe in. That's your business. But pile number one, I'm going to say right here that your intuition is on point, and people want a destiny swap because you seem so comfortable in your own skin. And so many of us are like uncomfortable, right? And I feel like you do things in order to make you feel good. So this could be like wearing a nice pink top, you know, around the house. She doesn't have a house dress on. She doesn't have pajamas on. She isn't walking around naked. She is like dressed to the nines. Her hair is beautifully done as well. She treats herself as if she's got company of the finest, okay? And I feel like people really like this because it alludes to like a life of luxury, comfortability. You could like things that are, you know, like really fine material and things like that. Not necessarily, but I feel like that would be a thing. You could enjoy jewelry as well. And I feel like you are definitely about nourishing yourself, nourishing your mind, heart, body, and soul. And you're so about being comfortable within your own body that, excuse me, people look at that with envy. Pile number one. So this could be, oh, 10 of Blades. This could be people that have broken your heart, okay? People that have wanted to jump out in the middle of the dark, do a jump scare on you. This could be people who have monitored and done surveillance on you and who continue to do that. I feel like this has put you up between like a rock and a hard place almost. They want to pin you up against like a fence with you nowhere to go. And even some of you, I feel like this person or these people would want to take your life and happily just, there's a lot of anger there. I mean, this person's like running for her life, right? And I'm hearing running from the devil. So pile number one, if this resonates, you already know. This should not be something that's new news to you. If it really kind of confirms your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, and things like that, then that's exactly what's going on here. And I feel like the 10 of Blades right here, this person has talked a lot of crap. I'm even looking at the peace bird right here, right? Flying over, just wanting to create peace. But this person is about definitely not peace at all. There's a bat right here. There could be a lot of trying to locate you, echolocation. This person wants to spring up and go, surprise, bitches, that kind of a thing. And so some of you guys, if you're in this energy and you know that somebody is really angry and hating you, you want to be really, really careful with this because I feel like they could do some physical damage. Now, this is not for everybody. This is only for one or two people. Pile number one. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? It's somebody who has a lot of angry words towards you, want to stab you in the back, and they just simply don't care. And it appears like this might be a couple of different people. It might be two, right? They might try to enlist somebody else in order to do that. But I feel like if they can't destiny swap, which is like maybe taking your blessings, taking essentially your life, right? That they are willing and be satisfied with, you know, giving you the beat down, that kind of a thing. So this could be also, I feel, because I'm getting two energies now, the two different hands popping up on this image. And I feel like this could be somebody that used to collaborate and cooperate with, somebody who maybe even used to hum. I think about the hum of a beehive, that kind of a thing. But I feel work environment, and they want to catch you off guard. They want to catch you when you're focused on the fruits, the blessings, and things like that. And you don't, yeah, I'm hearing you don't want to come at me like that. So I feel like you're divinely protected once again. And keep in mind, you can reinforce your own protection in order to circumvent things like that, to mitigate that and make sure that you are not a target for anybody's ruthless attention like that. So who's trying to destiny swap with you? Pile number one. What? Your boss? What's going on here? So, well, this could be a Leo. This could be a fire sign. This could be somebody who is like full of their own ideas, like a mover and a shaker. And maybe perhaps you're just more self-contained than that. This could be somebody who likes to be polished from head to toe and looking mighty fine, wearing the latest threads, having a great image. like personal self-image. They want to look like the best, but I feel like this person is a faker. So whatever is going on right here, because you have inner peace and nobody can take that away from you, and maybe you are a person of prayer or again of meditation, things like that, but they could be trying to pop up on you all over the place to steal your peace. And that's how you know that this person is trying destiny swap with you. It's because you exude peace, because energetically when people are around you, they feel that you radiate peace and healing and love, and they want that frequency for themselves. So make no mistake, I feel like no matter how good this person looks, they just don't have that inner peace that you do, and it really pisses them off. Look, 10 of Swords clarified by 10 of Blades, same thing. Same card right here. This person has stabbed you in the back before. I would not be surprised. I feel like you have felt their wrath before. You have seen their anger towards you. I feel like also they have said stuff about you that is completely not true. With the 10 of Blades, it takes one sword to really like harm a person or unalive a person. But with the 10 of Blades and 10 of Swords right here, I feel like at least twice they have taken one issue and just blown things out of proportion, involved other people, and really said some nasty stuff to try to ruin your reputation and make them look good. What they don't really understand, pile number one, is that they're not actually destiny swapping. They're making themselves look like the fool, okay? Because I feel like when people continue coming at you over and over and over again, it's like trying to kick a dead horse. It's already done for. So why are you continually after it? It's not good enough to devour, to ruin your reputation, to try to take the things that belong to you. This person could have tried to seduce your husband, your boyfriend, things like that. Or if you're the opposite sex, same scenario. So I'm just going to say that they really don't care about you at all. It's about what they were able to benefit at the time, and they don't want to see you win by a long shot. I mean, it goes without saying, right? Pile number one, who's trying destiny swap with you? Oh my goodness, you've got a lot of people want to be you. Now, this one I don't get like such a nefarious thing. But again, it's funny because I always get Eminem in my head, you know, this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. If you need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me, that's confirmation. The number 1212 on my camera right now. I feel like, you know, sitting in the lap of luxury, other people want to swap destinies with you, because even though people may have the money and the props, they may have monetarily the same thing that you do, or even better, but they are spiritually, mentally, emotionally depraved. They are lacking in the sense that they don't have a connection to spirit. I feel like this person would be closer to anyone. And it's not as nefarious, but you have at least 3 people, but 2 for sure that want a destiny swap with you, that you really, I feel like, enraged and angry. Yeah, and they would do anything to really want to cause you harm. So I feel like that is something that they could even be doing rituals. Let's see. Oh, I have my other cards here. Let's see. Who is wanting to destiny swap with pile number one? 5 of Swords. Yeah, this person is a liar. They've gone behind your back before. They have said things untrue before. They want to win at all costs. And I keep feeling the 3 of Swords, like they are heartbroken or they left you heartbroken. Something about heartbreak, but I see the 3 right here, of course, and then the 2 main ones. So I feel like heartbreak and then a stalemate. It's a situation where they could have broken your heart or vice versa, and that you guys have a stalemate. You're not talking to the main people that actually want to do you quite a bit of harm. 3 of Wands, they're just waiting for the right time to attack, to insert themselves. If this is a coworker, somebody from work, I feel like they're gleaning and gaining information about you, unbeknownst to you, in order to turn on you later. And so part of that is, I feel like, to ruin your reputation, to get you in a position where you are weakened and they can elevate themselves. But again, they don't understand that, you know, that's not the true form of destiny swapping, but they're definitely trying to take from you your position. But pile number one, you are the sun and the Ace of Swords with the chaos. You're like, this is going to cause chaos, but you're the sun. Everything will be brought out into the light. I feel like you have a great reputation. People know they can trust you. People know that you are self-contained and that you are divinely protected. I would not put a lot of merit or worry about this. I would definitely, though, put in a little bit of homework and see who's been trying to spy on you, who's been trying to get the dirt on you. I heard juicy fruit. That could mean something for someone. They could like fruity snacks, things like that. I don't know. Resignation, yeah. This person is trying to get you to resign, to quit, to leave. Maybe they are trolling you. They are leaning into you. And what I mean by that is when somebody doesn't like you, but they want a destiny swap, they want your position, they want your authority, they want to become you, they start speaking like you. Those are red flags right there. They start leaning into you, meaning that they're trying to become close to you, get the skinny on you, things like that. And pretty soon it's like they're leaning and they're leaning and leaning, and they keep trying to push you out of your chair, that kind of a thing. I feel like this person is trying, definitely somebody at work who is maybe a little more clever and more covert than overt, right? I feel like this person is trying to definitely steal your shine, get your accolades, get you to resign and just throw in the towel out of sheer frustration. And the reason why I say that, I feel like they are younger, a lot younger than you, and they're trying to do that. It doesn't ring true, by the way. People can see through it. People can see that they're actually stealing the way you talk, your mannerisms and things like that. Or even they're learning, and they could be learning tools of the trade from you and things like that. I feel like pile number 1, this is like a baby troll, very skilled though. They could be like Scorpio. They could be Cancer, Pisces. It doesn't make a difference. I feel like they troll you, they talk behind your back, that kind of a thing, and they weaponize whatever it is that they can find out. So I'd be really aware and full of air. So says a lot and says nothing at all. Yeah. So that would be that person at work especially. But I feel like all of these have that thing in common with the 10 of Blades, 10 of Swords, that kind of a thing, is for whatever reason, I feel like you have personal peace. And a lot of people, I would say even 99% of the people out there do not have any personal peace. And that's because they invite fires and strife into their lap. They entertain people they should not be. They are surrounded by people that they should not be as well. And I feel like because the eye of envy, the evil eye, and all of that thing, they are not focused on their own play, on their own destiny, on whatever it is that they can hone to really make their life the best that they can, or even connecting with spirit. I feel like they're full of air. They're known to be full of air, and there's not a ton to worry about. I feel like these people can cause, some loose wires. Maybe they have loose wires. They could cause you to trip, or, yeah, I'm hearing sit in an unsafe seat. So maybe some of you guys have sat somewhere and the seat was like rocky and you fell or something like that. I just feel like kind of, horrible pranksters, and you're going to know it because they don't support you. Your spirit knows it. You know it. Listen to your intuition. Protect your energy. And that's what I have for you. Let me know what you think about this. Much love to you. Until next time, namaste. Hi, pile number 2. My name is Griselle with Psychicmd, and I'm here to do your reading. I did take a break from the first reading, so if you notice things slightly different, that is why. Pile number 2, you chose this image to the right side of the screen. I was observing it, and I'm thinking that the person wants a destiny swap. They've had this on their mind for quite some time, and every time I think about destiny swapping, I think about jealousy, envy, that kind of a vibe. Anyways, not something that we want to dwell in, but it's good to find out exactly what's going on so we can protect ourselves. So pile number 2, thank you so much, and welcome to my channel. I appreciate all of you. Also, thank you so much for subscribing. Here we go. Pile number 2, new beginnings. What? Look at this gorgeousness. Feast your eyes, friends. So have courage to open a new door. Look at the snake right here, which is a symbol of change, a symbol of shedding things, shedding old things, of growth, and of course, new beginnings, as stated right here. Oh my goodness. Well, you could not have gotten better cards had we like literally just flipped through them and chosen them, but where's the fun in that? Pile number 2, the Star. Blessing, inspiration, and time to shine. So right when I was looking at the Star, I was looking at rising. So you could be somebody who is currently rising. I feel like in your, I heard education, but in your reputation, you could be rising in your profession. You could be rising with your friend groups, your community, right? All of the things. Your finances could be rising as well. We're going to find out exactly what is going on and who is trying to destiny swap with you. Pile number 2. Find out a little bit about this person. Death. They've undergone massive changes. Now, with the Death card, I feel like everything has changed about them. It is winter here. The ground is ice cold, and these people are prepared for it. You've got your crows, your ravens. I'm not really quite sure what they are. Right here. And you have one speaking directly to the little girl. This could be somebody in your friend group, family group, somebody who's older than you, I feel, or somebody who has even recently crossed over that actually wanted to destiny swap with you. And this could have been, you know, a lot of different ways. Just saying, oh, well, I wish it was me. Whenever you talk about, I don't know, something that transpired with you, something that happened, maybe you got a raise, maybe you joined a club, or you got some kind of medal with athletics or school, something like that. And I feel like they were always kind of bemoaning, or are always kind of bemoaning their fate. So it seems like she's dressed in a lot of layers, and for whatever reason, I'm seeing her a little bit kind of like homeless. She gives like homeless vibe, that kind of a thing. And it could be she, he, it doesn't make a difference. We read strictly energy on this channel. We don't read sex per se. Now, I definitely feel like you have a connection with the other side, and this person can be really jealous of your connectivity to the other side, to spirits, if you're psychic, if you're a medium, that kind of a thing. I feel like they could, yeah, and even here the sun is shining. So we have the star, we have the sun, things like that. Let's see, what else do we need to know about this person? I don't want to cover up those cool cards. Those are like the best cards yet. Okay, so the Eight of Blades. This is the Eight of Swords. This is somebody perpetually in their brain about you, about the situation. So massive changes, and there's a lot of chaos around them. If you look right here, we have the dog howling, right? We have the child who appears incredibly unhappy. We have this little, is it a spry? I don't know what that little guy is, but she's just dancing, couldn't care less. And this person is like, oh my goodness, open up the window. I need fresh air. I can't take the noise. I'm exhausted all the time. It is wearing thin on her already thin nerves, and again, his or hers. So I feel like this person is around a lot of chaos, and they're hearing a lot of crying. This could be other people crying to them in a similar fashion, perhaps, as the same way that they cried to you. Now, they're not equipped. They're not mentally, emotionally, spiritually equipped to listen to other people cry in the same manner that you did. So perhaps this person confided in you quite a bit once upon a time. There could be, I feel like, a degree of separation, or something about it has totally ended with this spirit walking behind her. So I feel like if indeed they're still on the 3D plane with you, I feel like the relationship has undergone a radical transformation, okay? And I feel like this person is wanting to escape. It's giving a little bit of like crazy vibe, like I'm going crazy, I need to get out, feeling confined, that kind of a thing. But the Eight of Blades always indicates that they are trapped in their mind. And interestingly enough, pile number 2, you're the one that chose pile number 2 with the image of that head, right? And it's got all the gears going on the brain. It's got the world. I feel like this person is maybe well-traveled, or they have traveled, or they have travel on their mind. They're always wanting to travel, that kind of a thing. And their gears are always up, trying to facilitate their next move. That's kind of what I'm feeling so far. So, I mean, it's hard to see how not to want to be you, first of all, but there's a way how to like admire and look at people and go, wow, that is really cool. I'm happy for you. And then think about like for yourself, right? Well, how can I fulfill my best destiny, my best self? Am I going to be like an Olympian? Am I going to be the best cellist? Am I going to be the best songstress or writer or whatever? And if the answer is no, but there's an interest, we can pursue it as hobbies and things like that, and really enjoy what we can give or what we can learn within our own capacity. But we don't always have to be striving to be like other people or steal their shine. Whereas this person, I feel like they actually want to become you. They want to shed their own skin in order to be the star. But I feel like they're looking at it differently. They're not looking at it like, how can I shine? It's like, I want your shine. I want, you know, your shoes. I want to wear your shoes. I want to have your story, that kind of a thing. It's very possessive in this case. So pile number 2, who's trying to destiny swap with you? Okay, trust. trust in the power of the universe. I was talking with a list. I'm like, the universe. No problem with people with lists. I think it's super cute, but I don't typically have one. Here we are having one. Maybe you have a list where that person does too. So faith in the power of the universe and trust. This person could be somebody who likes to pray, or you could be prayerful, that kind of a thing. So what else do we have ahead? Stop. All the synchronicities are here, all the things. And look, we have, like, I feel like that's like echolocation. Probably said that wrong. But hey, look at this. It's like they want to take the page off of the good old book, that kind of a thing. And I feel like even if you're related, this could be like, well, they took a page off of me, that kind of a thing, or they learned everything from me. And that's a narrative in the story that they could be saying. Also, this is feeling more like X marks the spot. There is a treasure right here. And this person, this head is facing the treasure, and that is towards the left. Whereas the image you chose, I actually had it facing towards the right, and that is the future. So I feel like their template, their MO, their way of thinking is that they want to transport themselves back to X marks the spot, where there was a time with you, maybe where they had more power over you, that kind of a thing. And they feel like downloading all of your information, the way that you think, the way that you look at the world, the way that you hear and see. You could be a clairaudient, claircognizant, things like that. And the way that you manifest, the way that you, maybe you're good at astrology, astronomy, all the things like that. I feel like they kind of want to emulate that or steal those back. It's almost like they wish they could go into CERN, recalibrate everything so that they can come out on top with all of your attributes. But I feel like it's not just that. And we're going to look some more. We will be looking some more, okay? Because I feel like along with this, there is a lot of confusion going on in that brain. Well, let's see. So who wants a destiny swap with pile number 2? And pile number 2, just to let you know, this is my first channel. I do have a second channel I recently opened up. It is called Toughdolltarot. And I have over 19 videos of similar nature for you to enjoy. So you could peruse this, check it out, see if you're interested. If not, that's perfectly fine. It would be great if you'd subscribe, but you don't have to, of course. And I also have giveaways on both channels. So you might want to check out the community tab on those. You stand a good chance of winning a reading with yours truly. Moving on, pile number 2. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? The King of Cups, somebody who has a very emotional nature, but the King of Cups are always into their emotions, their own emotions, and this ship is passing them by almost. It's right at their shoulder. Let's get closer. Pile number 2, I'm just going to say if this person were just to turn around and face themselves in the mirror and just look, they have their own ship that they can, I heard mount, but that's not how I meant it. They can jump on into that ship, okay? They can embark on their own journey. They can do something that is solely them, that empowers them. But they're in danger right now of missing their own ship. This ship got sent. Maybe perhaps because of the prayers and their own manifestation abilities, right? We're always manifesting, whether good, bad, or ugly. And I'm just going to say this person is filled with a lot of emotion. They could be filled with a lot of cups as well. This person can enjoy drinks. Been there, done that. Not totally a judgment against that. Once upon a time, it was my jam. But I'm going to say that, you know, that brings your vibration to lower vibration for sure. And if you guys are on my channel, y'all know that already. I'm going to say pile number 2 that this person is incredibly emotional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this could have to do with even the 6 of Cups. Is even about reminiscing. Even though this is a king, I'm counting the rings right here of emotions. So I feel like they're reminiscing about old times and things like that. But there's a lot of needles going on in their head as well. And so they're in danger of missing something really beautiful for themselves because they're focused on your blessing instead of their own. And that's really unfortunate, pile number 2. I wish that that weren't the case. But it is what it is. And what can I say about that? Pile number 2. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? The Empress. So the Empress literally is like a mother. It could be a mother, your mother. This person could be pregnant. They could be really focused on like a child-parent relationship, that kind of a thing. With this wand right here, they have a lot of fire, a lot of desire to bloom, to change, to grow. And with this hair, I feel like they're split, right? They are split. So maybe they're dealing even with a lot of split ends and things like that, that they... have to deal with, but I feel some thorns on the backside, so they could feel like, well, this situation is a thorn in my side, that kind of a thing as well. But if this does not represent like a mother figure, something like that, and don't let anyone sway you, by the way, if you feel this already in your spirit, in your energy, and you just came here for confirmation, great. If this doesn't feel familiar, don't try to Rubik's Cube a narrative that doesn't fit you and isn't designed for you. Go ahead and take a look at something else, a different reading, a different pile, and that's perfectly fine. Or simply maybe you just don't have a message for you today. Pile number 2. Who's trying destiny swap with you? Somebody who is a juggler, right? And I feel like with this one, this is a little bit like a street performer. This is about, look, mom, no hands. And there we go with the mom reference again. This is a little bit of somebody who is like a magician. It's like, I'm fully capable. I got things going on, but they can play helpless as well. They can also be extremely skilled at juggling different things. Okay, with the number 2 talks about your personal power. It's a vibration of a 2 though. And I feel like with this one, it feels like a younger energy. So even if this is an older parent than you, an older person than you, a parent than you, a friend than you, or even a boss or somebody that you work with, I'm going to say that this person they lack maturity. Okay. First of all, because they're about to miss their blessings. It is right here. All you have to do is turn around, get out of your cups, spend a couple of days of just, focusing on your own energy. Unfortunately, that ship's going to sail any minute if they're not on it. But moving on, pile number 2, who wants a destiny swap with you? 4 of Wands, somebody who maybe you cohabitated with, a roommate, a friend, a lover, family, anyone that really had kind of like tried to, I heard build a fortune, but somebody who lived, I don't know, you cohabitated some way, somehow, or had some semblance of trying to establish 4 corners of your home, that kind of a thing. So maybe you didn't live together necessarily, but you spent a ton of time together. I'm all having sleepovers, that kind of a thing. Pile number 2. Who's trying to destiny swap with you? And let me know what you guys think about this topic. I know it's a little bit out there, and probably very few will resonate with this, but I just wanted, it's been on my heart, it's been on my mind, you're in my heart, you're in my soul. Just kidding. Listen, we have the Knave of Cups. We have the 8 of Coins. This could be somebody trying to bring you an apology and trying to work with you, or this could be somebody that you work with that is younger than you, and they want a destiny swap. Why? Because they see your shine. They see that you have new beginnings, and they see that throughout the shedding, this molting. I don't know if like snakes molt. I think birds do, but I don't really know because I'm not an animal expert. Definitely not a snake expert, but I'm just going to say that whatever changes that you're undergoing, it does not go unnoticed by this younger person as well. So I feel like so far you have 2 people, possibly 3 going on here that would love to destiny swap with you. This younger person right here, I feel like they kind of want to be a little bit more like, oh, a little bit like, well, I'm innocent, I want to imitate you, I want to be like you, that kind of a thing. But they have a lot of yellow on them, and that tells me that they have a lot of confidence. So don't be bamboozled by that narrative, of course. But they see how many changes you make. I feel like they study you intensely and they learn quickly. Okay. Pile number 2. Who wants a destiny swap with you? We have the Page of Coins. So we have a lot of younger people. I feel like they tend to look up to you naturally. You could have somebody who is younger, who is the Page of Coins, typically very slow moving, very balanced, emotionally, doesn't really do a lot in the form of like speed. They're willing to watch a blades of grass grow, the paint dry. They're willing to watch the water boil, all the things we're told not to do, right? Because it just prolongs things. But this person is somebody who is younger as well, maybe in age or maybe in maturity. And I'm going to say that they kind of esteem you and idealize you because they're looking up. This one right here is just looking directly at you. And so I feel like they just kind of want to rob that shine is what I'm hearing. This one also with a Page of Cups, it could be somebody younger than you that gets angry though. So you want to watch out for that. Then we have the Page of Wands. We have all the pages. What is going on here? Okay, so it could have to do with how your voice is, how you project things. It could have to do literally with your aura, with your shine. Right here, it just gives me like the microphone vibe. Yeah, so you could be like in a podcast or radio or something like that. But something about your voice, it makes them a little bit red with anger maybe. because red to me is like anger sometimes. Love affair and slow game. So intense and unlikely out of the blue, slow game. Slow and steady wins a race. Focus on the grand prize, not in a rush, and dedicated energy. And this is the why. I feel like people feel definitely connected with you. They feel very close to you. They feel like they want to like be intimate, almost like, hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. I'm channeling all these songs. I'm like, I barely remember them because I don't really listen to music much anymore. But listen, I'm going to say with this love affair right here, people that want a destiny swap with you can really be thinking about the love affairs that you've had, the potential that you have to have love affairs, and the way that you attack things. That slow and steady wins a race, that kind of a thing. And this little critter, this turtle, is leaving. I feel like leaving the ghetto, just slowly, one foot in front of the other. Are they called feet? I don't know. I'm not a reptile girl, but I need to do some studies on that. Anyways, last card for pile number 2. This person who wants to destiny swap with you. And this is a real thing, you guys. People can actually, when you start having a friend and all of a sudden, you know, they're the ones that are receiving the things that you wanted or that you worked for, and it seems like all of a sudden, what the heck, that should have been like my raise or my promotion, or my boyfriend went towards them, that kind of a thing. Or, you know, all of a sudden they start like pulling the same kind of guys or gals that you like, and it just seems weird, and then your life starts going down a downward trajectory. That's time to find yourself a spiritual person to help out, because that's no bueno for sure. The repairman, repair, restore, restart, and renovate. This could be somebody who's even in, I get computer vibes, like in the computer industry, and a genius. Well, that's going to be helpful to us. Not at all comforting, but here we are, bearer of gifts, extraordinary intellect, innovative mind, and exceptional ability. I feel like this person is very, in raw materials, they have your raw materials very close anyways, and they can actually mitigate the stuff that they don't have, and they can really rise and shine on their own. The problem is that they're really focused on your gifts, your abilities, and even your dreams and what it is that you're manifesting, and that's going to put them down a bad road. So that's what I have for you. Much love to you. Until next time, namaste. Hi friends, my name is Griselle with Psychicmd, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 3, you chose this lovely image to the right hand side of the screen. I personally love all things anatomy. That sounds really weird, but especially if it's older looking or steampunk or whatever, I think it's cool. But anyways, this is a pile that you chose, and right away I'm thinking it's just how not only your mind works, or seeing how you move in life and things like that, aerial view like pile number 1. But I feel with you, it's like you got guts, okay? You got gumption. You got a lot of things that other people would love to have. Pile number 3, people that want to destiny swap with you. And I feel like, once again, it's not just one person. And I don't feel like, just to clarify, this is like one person who wants what you have, or that they're necessarily doing anything nefarious to do it deliberately. But I feel like energetically, they can sap your strength. They can push you in a different trajectory if you're not careful and things like that. Although there are some people out there that will do anything to literally destiny swap with you. So we want to be aware of those things. Pile number 3 on the right-hand side, once again, all the anatomy. I feel like people that want to destiny swap with you do it mostly and predominantly because they want to see like what you're made of, and they want to be made of the same thing. I feel like you're an overcomer, that you really maybe even display everything that you've been through, that you're transparent about things and people can see it or hear it in your voice some way, somehow, some shape, some form. I just see it. Is that a leaf? That is a leaf. I thought it was a bird, then a leaf, then a bird. We don't know. It's kind of, you know, when that sun is going down type of a scenario. Now, pile number 3, let's find out who is trying to destiny swap with you. Healing. Allow light to enter your wounds. And isn't that ironic that you chose the anatomy one, where in theory, all the wounds would be like wide open, right? And I feel like maybe you could be a healer, but let's find out. Forgiveness. Set yourself free with the unicorn. Beautiful energy. You could really love. I'm all rosemary. That clearly is not rosemary. Lavender. Lavender, Griselle, lavender. So I feel like you could have a very gentle spirit. I feel like you could have a forgiving spirit, but something about the way that you have been able to move on and the way that you chose that image with the anatomy all splayed out like that, it could really indicate that you have been hurt and bruised and I heard tortured. Okay, so we're not going to get into the deep, dark, and dismal, but I feel like your bounce back, your comeback story, your winning attitude, your let me change it up, and there's got to be better to life than this, your go-getterness, that's not even a word. All of those things about you, the fact that you know, continued rising out of seemingly the darkest possible circumstances is really admirable. It's people just wonder at how you can continue rising, but let's just see what else we have going on. Who's trying destiny swap with you? Okay, and listen, this is like subpar YouTube clothing, Griselle, by the way. Anyways, this is somebody who maybe listens to you. They could be an admirer with this. And I feel once again, it has a lot to do with your transparency, your ability to just kind of go inward. She has the moon seemingly tattooed on her forehead. She's got her eyes closed, actually, in all three cards. And I'm going to say that this person, so far, they want a destiny swap with you too, because you have a lot of admirers, maybe because you have a lot of cake, right, to offer, a lot of cake going on there, but you have the ability to listen, and you have that listening work for you. So not only can you listen to humans when they tell their story or they're talking, you hear and you listen in between the lines, but you also listen to spirit as well. And I feel like this has led you to some way, somehow, through a stage of forgiveness or the appearance of forgiveness, or maybe you have forgiven and this is what is being conveyed through your energy and through your life. Okay, I don't feel like you're trying to put on airs or anything like that. Pile number 3, let's see who's trying destiny swap with you. Is I feel like you've been through a lot. I heard through hell. Now I'm gonna say, like, I personally have really struggled with forgiveness in my own heart for a long time, and I don't necessarily know if I've achieved, if I've grown. It's something that I personally worked for, and I've worked through for many years, whether professionally or through church or through prayer and things like that. So maybe that's something other people can see in you that you cannot see within yourself. Or just like any other healing, it goes through layers, it goes through stages. When you get a really deep cut, once it heals, you know, once the wound festers and things, you clean it up and it can start healing. It can be tender to touch, and it can like ooze, and it can scab over, and eventually it can scar over and leave a thick ridge. I mean, depending, right? So I feel like you've undergone a lot of layers and changes, and people have been able to see this in your life. And that's part of what makes you attractive and part of what people want to emulate and imitate about you. But this isn't so far giving me a takeover like the first other two. So who wants to destiny swap with you? The Fool. Somebody wants to take a chance on me. I don't even know what that song is. They could be a construction worker. They could be a little bit of a poser. And then this kitty is like spilling water, apparently. They could have a cat. They could be part of the workforce that you're in as well. I don't know. They could, what do you want? What do you want? They could be a puppy dog. So this person, yeah, it could be a labor. Do you want down? I'm sorry. One moment, please. Yes, love. Come on. Come on. I didn't forget about you. You just look comfy. Go. There you go. So let's find out a little bit more about what's going on here. Who wants a destiny swap with you? Because I almost feel like this is more they want to take a chance on you than swapping destinies, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of interesting, which was not the intent, but here we are. Okay, and then the 3 of Blades. And somebody who is brokenhearted about you. Maybe somebody who played cat and mouse, and now they're feeling like they initiated a game of cat and mouse where they try to play with you, play with your emotions. And now all of a sudden they find out that it's really playing cat and bird. And even though they are the cat, that you're the bird, that you could fly higher, that you can change the game. And they weren't really prepared for that. So this is somebody who I'm hearing is crying over spilt milk. They could have a lot of stuff to mend, okay? They could have a lot of pictures as well. So somebody close to you, I would say, wants a destiny swap with you. They could have an altar with your picture. Stop. Look, this is family for sure. this is family, or somebody considered family, or somebody that you treated as family, that kind of a thing. And when you think of the Ten of Pentacles, this is like loyalty, this is love, this is legacy, this is inheritances and things like that. Let us see. And okay, that's a truth and nothing but the truth. The Ace of Swords right here. I feel like that is just stating, you know what, this is truth. They want to take your crown. They want to take your peace. They want to make sure that in robbing your peace, that you just don't have any more peace to go through, because they feel like you've done it to them, which is really interesting because I don't see any malice on here. I don't see any designs to harm other people. That's definitely not the vibe I'm getting. And then the Ace of Coins. So a lot of beginnings, a lot of, you know, could have to do with money, that kind of a thing. I feel like they're trying to manifest money as well. They are trying to manifest money out of the blue. These clouds are out of the blue. I also feel like there's been, if this story resonates again, great. But again, don't make it fit. But I'm feeling like this could be also stolen inheritances. And I feel like also broken legacies. This could have to do a lot with things that have happened of old, generational curses and things like that. Maybe perhaps you're breaking, and they are like right at that brink of the break. Maybe you have already broken it, and they want to revert back to going, you know, to what their family did, your family did once upon a time, and how that behavior was toxic, and they don't see it as toxic. Because if somebody wants to steal your peace and your clarity and your new beginnings, right? Your ability to heal, your ability to listen with a different way of listening, a different heart. They want to steal your admirers and things like that. It's just that they're not focused on their own life, and they don't value themselves as much as they really should, as much as spirit values them. Pile number 3, the Knight of Coins and the Five of Wands. Yeah. There's an incredible battle within this person, and they're all about the coin, all about the money, all about prestige, how they look, how they appear, their reputation, that kind of a thing. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting like a lion tattooed on the neck. Is that a lion? I really can't tell. I'm going to say that, you know, what they want to do is, I'm hearing hear me roar, that kind of a thing. So they could be somebody who wants to scream at you, yell at you, or confront you in a way that is just filled with anger. Especially because of that. Oh, we have the Six of Wands. We have got the Six of Wands. Grisel, who needs their eyes checked? Do I have my old ones on or new? I don't know. But this is people, okay, and I'm sticking by that story of being like sleuth. You know, the Five of Wands is somebody who's got a lot of inner battles. But I feel like they want to also, the Six of Wands is like celebrating you and things like that. They want to be celebrated. They want to be the one who discovers, oh, this is a new way of doing things, and this is how we're going to move from now on, and this is going to help improve the family lineage. And this is, you know, the breakthrough that I've made, that I've really helped to support, you know, people like us or our family lineage. And it feels like more like I want to be the one to discover versus, hey, there's been a discovery and let's support this because this is healthy for a lineage. This is something that we've always dreamed about, that we really want to pull our family out of the mud from, that kind of a thing, right? Pile number 3. Who's trying destiny swap with you? 10 of Coins. Again, clarified by the 10 of Coins. It can't get any closer, any clearer than that. Abundance. It's your abundance. It's family. Maybe you've inherited like land or pieces of jewelry within the family that they're coveting as well. And that could be a thing. And then the Eight of Wands. They want to really initiate massive change. They want to be able to steal your shine, steal your thunder. But it's very difficult because I feel like they have more of an abrasive and confrontational manner, whereas you're more like withdrawn within. You're more, I want to say, an introvert, and they're more like, I feel like they have a lot of anger, especially with this lion on the neck, that they want to just use their words to kind of brutalize and that kind of a thing. So what they don't see is they can't look in the mirror and say, well, how could you be gentle? How could you listen and love and have forgiveness in your heart if you have all that hate and that anger and that rage, you know, simply because somebody else you perceive. It's all about perception, folks, that they're doing better than you. I don't know if that's necessarily the truth. Vendor. So, merchant, retailer, individual, entrepreneur. And pile number 3, I feel like that's what they might like about I feel like you could be an entrepreneur. You could be involved some way, somehow, or some kind of a merchant. And they really like that. I feel like what's happening right now, oh my gosh, look. What came out of here is a swindler. Master deception, hypocrisy, disguise, and conspiracy. So this person wants to be you, but they have not done any of the inner work. They might have a life addicted to like alcohol and drug abuse and avoidance attachment style comes to mind as well. I feel like this person could be passing out in the middle of just having not a lot of recollection of what they've done simply because of the drugs or whatever it is they're using currently. Yeah, and magician. I feel like they want to be able to destiny swap with you because they see that you are a great magician, that you can channel your power. And yeah, I don't feel like all these seem fragmented. I feel like you're an agent of peace and of forgiveness and a soothsayer and of mending things and of listening to spirit. And yet they view you as like somebody incredibly powerful and fiery and a magician. Like, I'm going to take control and I'm going to do that. What is that song? I'm going to make you lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Anyways, but I'm going to say that I feel like, and maybe you are fiery. I'm not saying that you're not, but I feel like they're missing the biggest message of all, which is that you're an agent of peace and that you come here to maybe heal and lead mankind, and that it's not like personal, like, stop, look. Bottom of the deck, it says mother, selfless love, nurturer, source of life, maternal patience, and comforter. So this could be indeed a mother or somebody in your family lineage, right? In your family tree. They could be really well in tune with the moon. They could be a water sign. But I feel like it's a distorted mother energy because we did have the drunkard and all that stuff going on. But most of all, I just feel like they're unplugged for themselves, unplugged from themselves, and disjointed because they're, again, preoccupied with you. Pile number 3, I feel like the person that wants a destiny swap with you, again, in your family lineage, and why they want a destiny swap is that you are a guide, a navigator, that you show people how to progress in the direction to go. And, you know, it's interesting because, once again, they could just jump on the bandwagon and go, okay, well, you know, how can I change my destiny or grow, or how can I be better? But no, it's more than that. They're like, give me that map. You don't know how to use that damn map, and I'm the guide, and what do you know, that kind of a thing. And I don't feel like you set out to be a self-professed guide. I feel like this came about naturally. Maybe you have a passion for traveling or passion for compasses. I don't know anybody who has that, but I'm kind of fascinated by them. But that would be a weird thing to say. Maybe you like to have, I was looking at these like headphones, and it was just a Pinterest thing. I don't think they're real, but they're beautiful. And it was like very gothic-y, and the earphones, I don't know, they were out of this world. Of course, they're like black, matte black, and really intricate labor of love, and with maybe some gold foil and stuff like that. And I was just like, wow, that was so cool. But anyways, I feel like you could have been just trying to navigate your own life. And then some people along the way have noticed how you traveled, how you move, the way you move, the way that you navigate through life. And that's part of why they want to emulate you. But I feel like they want to steal that destiny for themselves. It's like, you're not the leader. I'm the leader. I say who leads, that kind of thing. It's entitlement. It's entitlement. This person can have some health issues. You could have some health issues that maybe they don't know about, but healer of ailments. So they could see you as a great healer. Also, employees. So this person could be, you know, a service worker or somebody that you consult with, that kind of a thing. So somebody in your workforce, if you are around that kind of a thing. If you're an entrepreneur, like we talked, a vendor, like right here, it could be somebody that you have contracts with. So if you're going to do an event, you know, you have to kind of jump through their hoops and sign up with this person and have this, you know, booth or whatever the case is. So you're going to kind of look at that and see whatever is applicable. But whatever it is, this person who wants to destiny swap with you, an employee, somebody who is around, I'm going to say the same type of venues that you go to or that you attend or that you put on, I feel like you're going to know because they give you a lot of attention, and they could even kind of look at you a little bit salty. I don't feel like this is necessarily an empowered thing. This is more like that's them and this is us. There's a separation here. but we want what you have, kind of a thing. Who's trying to destiny swap with pile number 3? Pile number 3, this is my second channel. My first one, oh, I'm a liar, hold on. This is my first channel. My second one is called Toughdolltarot, if you'd like to take a peek at that, where I have over 19 videos for your viewing pleasure. I'm trying to put more up, but it is a baby channel. If you'd like to go take a look at it and support, that would be great. I also have 2 giveaways on each, 1 giveaway in each channel, where you find that in the community tab, okay? That was really hard to say. Okay, here we go. Young money. Okay, researcher. So you could be really, you could be innovative, okay? You could be a trailblazer. You could be somebody who like breaks all the rules. And they like that about you, but they want to be the one, again, to break all the rules. You could be really good at researching, but also you're acting. You're not going to wait for somebody else to do it. You're not going to be like, my thesis is, we're not in school anymore. Well, we have endless theses. Is that a word? Holy moly. That is like a big, what is that? It looks like a Bigfoot. It's not a real Bigfoot, because y'all know that I divine using the woods. But it is a ginormous, like, I don't even know. I can't see a face, but it's a really big being in the woods. Anyways, yeah, researcher, explorer of truth, study, rigor, and experiment. So I feel like you're kind of willing to kind of dibble dabble and do different things. And that's what's made you successful. That's what makes you cutting edge. That's what makes you unpredictable. And that's what this person also wants to, they want to be just like you, but they don't want to be just like you. They want to be you. It's another case of, if I can wear your skin, I will. That kind of a thing. So definitely a feeling of entitlement. Who wants to steal? Ah, look at that. What do we have here? Who is trying to steal your destiny? Who's trying to destiny swap with you? Family issues. Unhappy child, partner dissatisfaction, parental co-parenting issues, unhappy family arguments, and dysfunctional. And eavesdropping, yeah. So this person might love to eavesdrop. I have, in fact, one of my own experiences, I had somebody who was always eavesdropping. I mean, literally a pin can drop and they would really hear it, and super minding my business all the time. They just wanted to know every little detail. And that's when you know that they have an unhealthy fixation on you. So pile number 3, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this kind of reading. Let me know what you think about this. And until next time, namaste.